Welcome back, everybody. So guys, in this lecture we'll be talking about the lists, the HTML lists. There are two kind of lists we have in HTML, the UL list or the OL list. So the basic difference between them, what the basic difference do you think they can have? The ordered list will have numbers, a kind of ordered data, ordered lists, and unordered list ultimately without any order or sorting. The way you make it will be, but it won't have any kind of numbers, any kind of actual sorting or etc. So there, first of all, we're going to talk about the ordered list. So sorry, not the OR but OL, ordered list. This is the ordered list. Okay, inside the ordered list, I'm just gonna go inside, and here the li must be inside OL or the UL. In this case it must be inside the OL, so it's inside the OL. I'm just putting some value inside the li, and there's a value. Come on. Save it, copy, line break, and now this is gonna be not the cup but the T, and then there after the cup I'm just making something like sugar, milk, whatever you want to make you can here. Spelling must be clear. Line break again, and then here it is the cup, sugar, tea, and milk. Okay, now we've made the tea actually. By the way, save it. Now go to the browser, refresh the page. You can see that the 1, 2, 3, and 4 cup, tea, milk, and sugar, all the elements are there. That means it's actually working. These li are actually visible. This OL is actually working. That means we are actually booming. Line break, go there and line break, and then I'm just gonna make the UL. Okay, inside the UL we use the li inside the OL. So what we're gonna use inside the UL, we can use the li again, but these li's will be unordered because the main tag of these li's are the UL. The main tag is the UL, so no problem here. I'm just putting something like pen, paper, spelling must be clear, and here after the paper I'm just typing clip, whatever you just, I just got in my mind, I just put it. Go to the browser back and refresh the page. Now you can see that this is with the points. This is point wise, this is number wise, but both are different in the ordering and unordering. So this is how it basically works. But there's a lot more than only this, so I'm just going to talk about all them. I just need to go there and I just need to talk about it. So which kind of order do you want? You want the A, or you want the you want a numbered list, or you want alphabetical orders, or small letters, capital letter, or whatever way you want, you can. You need to type, and what is this? This is the very first thing we just talked about. Say I'm not specifically talking about the type, but I'm talking about this element means something inside the tag we're just using first time. It is called the attribute. In general terms, people say the tags are the plot and the attributes are the colors and designs of the HTML. The tags are only the architecture, and the attributes are the wall paints, the windows in etc. This is called the glasses, and these are all things are called the attributes. But nowadays, because of the CSS, we didn't talk about the CSS yet, but we'll be talking about that later on. So because of the CSS, we are not using the attributes too much because we are relying on the CSS a lot much. We'll be talking about the CSS, so you will understand what it is and how we work on it, and how to identify that we are actually not using the attributes. Variable is something we didn't talk about yet, by the way. That was the something, please don't care about it. So in a type, I'm just typing A. Okay, the type A. Now refresh the browser, you can see that A, B, C, D. That's cool, but I do not want this kind of A. I just want the capital A. To save it, go to the browser back and refresh that. Now you can see that A, B, C, D means capital A, small a. You can see that By default it was only the one, but after adding the a or a small a or the capital A, it just changed. This is an attribute can do, means changing or styling a tag, but it's still, this is not this the actual style nowadays, because now we use the styling attribute. Style, it has its own attribute, but still we have the uses of variable, the attributes, instead of you're going to the CSS means styling. So one more thing here, the I, what the mean of the I? Refresh the page, you can see that this is a Roman English, Roman numbers, capital I, so I think you can understand it will be something like that. And the same attribute we can use there, but with the same values, sorry, it won't work here. I'm just typing something like a square. Okay, so go to the browser back and refresh the page, so it's, you can see that it's in a square. Zoom in. Now notice if I just copy all them, copy and paste there, and remove the type attribute and save it. Now go to the browser and refresh the page. This is the circle, this is the square, but this is not the circle. If we actually use the word circle, you will be seeing something really big change in it. Circle, save it, go to the browser back and refresh the page. Now you can see that this is actually the circle. That was disk, you know, a kind of disk. So that was the disk print. So disk cannot be empty from the inside, but circle is actually an empty thing. So this is a circle, this is a square, and that was the disk. So by default the style was disk, but we can type that too, no problem. What more? We have some more things to talk about when we just talk about the LIs and the UL and the OL. So for now, for the OL, I'm just typing something like start 4, and I'm just making it 1, means I just want this in numbers. So refresh that, you can see that now it's starting from 4. Is it cool, isn't it? You can see that the start from 4, so it's starting from 4. Just notice all these variables and copy this somewhere or practice it, because it's an important thing for you. Going back to the notepad, and I'm just removing the 4, or just leave it, but individually I'm just changing the value of the T, and I'm putting the value attribute in here. It means now I'm not going inside the OL. We can do that too. We can put the values directly to the LIs, but any attribute must be related to a specific tag, means the type attribute should not be there, but the value attribute can be there, because the LI accepts the value attribute. This is the rule, so we have to follow this thing. We cannot use the start attribute there in a LI, but we can use the value attribute there. So in a value attribute, I'm just typing something like 2 or 2. Okay, now go to the browser back and refresh that. Now this one was 4, because it's starting from 4, but at the number 2, I just put it the value of 2, so it turned back to 2, and then it restarted the sorting from 2, 3 and 4. And to the 3, I'm just putting the value of 6 or 7, whatever you had in my mind. I got 7, so I just put it 7. Now 4 to 7, this is how we just manipulated the sorting by using the value in a start attribute. I think you just got it. So this class was all about the LIs and the ULs and the OLs, ordered list and unordered list. In the next lecture, we'll be talking about the nested lists. We can even nest the lists, but we have to wait for the next class, so stay tuned and goodbye.